Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob Sutton. We're back here with another review today. So today we're actually going to look at the vent mount version of the Syncwire magnetic phone mount. So let's get at it. So guys, when you first unbox the mount itself, it's really easy to assemble and install. All you do is take the collar off the mount itself, insert the ball joint, put the collar back down and screw it down, and you're good to go. Now you'll notice you have a little barrel here that actually does the adjustment for the arm that goes into the vent itself. So all you do is adjust this counterclockwise all the way out, insert it into the vent, and start cranking the barrel adjuster down. Then what happens is this base unit will actually line up with the vents while the end actually hooks onto the back of the vent, and then you will hear a click when it is actually locked in. Now this mount is MagSafe compatible, so if you have an iPhone or an iPhone case that is actually MagSafe compatible, there's no other steps that are needed, it'll fly right on. But if you don't, they do include two metal rings that have adhesive on it that you can put on the back of your phone or the back of your case to make it compatible with the mount. Then once you have it mounted, it's as easy as just slapping on your phone. And then once you have the phone installed, if you want to adjust the angle of the phone while it's on the dash, it's as easy as loosening up this rear collar, adjusting the phone, and then tightening it back down. And then everything's locked back down and it doesn't move. That is one of the things I really love about ball joints like this, is that once you have them tightened down, it is really hard to get them to move at all if installed correctly. So guys, first off, what did I really like about the mount? It is one of the most secure vent mounts I've ever used. And part of the reason for that is the way this pulls onto the vents itself. It actually creates two contact points with the vents on your car. So what it does is it locks in, and it makes it so it's a really secure mount that once it is installed, no matter where it is on the vent doesn't move. There are a lot of ones that try to just hook on and they're a little bit looser and they want the vent to kind of come up and down, or you have to do it at the bottom of the vent where you actually have to get some support from the surrounding plastic to make it stable. With this one, you can put it anywhere you want to on the vent, and the way it locks in makes it insanely stable when you're out driving. Speaking of that, the N52 magnets are very strong. So when you're out driving around, you could probably be off-roading and it wouldn't even be an issue. The phone stays put the entire time. You don't have to worry about it sliding or falling off in your car. If you go over hard speed bumps or you're going on an off-road trail, it'll actually sit there and hold the entire time. And then the other thing I like about this is it's a pretty compact package. When you do not have a phone on the vent itself, it doesn't have a big overall footprint. There have been some other mounts I've tested in the past that actually have a big pad to them or something that takes up a lot more space. So when you're not actually mounting a phone on this mount, you don't feel like you have to take it off the vent. It doesn't take up enough space where you actually feel like you're blocking any airflow when you don't have a phone on it when it's in use. And then the third thing is this carbon fiber version is only $22. And if you want something that's a little bit less blingy, you can get the space gray version that's only $20. So overall, price-wise, for something that's this secure in your car, it's really not all that bad. So is there anything I really didn't like about the mount? And honestly, the first thing is something that I don't like about any vent mounts, period. And that is in the hotter months in January here in Georgia, you have to deal with one of your vents fully blocked off from air conditioning, especially with the size of our phones now. So if you live in a really hot area, you are taking up vent space with your phone instead of mounting it somewhere else in the car. And then the other thing is, because this vent is a little bit far away from the dash, due to the design, you do get a little bit shaking of the phone. Now, I don't know anyone who's sitting there staring at their phone the entire time while they're driving, or at least they shouldn't be. So it's really not that big of a deal, but between those two things, it's just two things to know about when you're going into vent mounts, period. But guys, overall, for a pretty good price, you get the most secure vent mount I've ever used in any one of my cars. So guys, comment down below. Is this something you could see yourself using? Do you use vent mounts in your car? I want to hear your stories down below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to Rob Sutton for more videos like this in the future. And until then, on to the next one. Thanks guys, see ya.